You're asleep, completely out, mouth open, one arm hanging off the bed, no idea what time it is or what's happening anywhere in the world. Now put that exact version of you where your ancestors actually slept. Not a bedroom, not behind a locked door, out in the open, on the ground, in the dark, in a world absolutely full of things that could kill you. And here's what should stop you cold. For almost the entire history of our species, that's exactly how humans slept. Surrounded by predators that could hear a heartbeat across a clearing and see perfectly in the dark. A lion, a leopard, a pack of wolves. Any one of them could have ended you before you woke up enough to scream. So why didn't they? A sleeping human is, on paper, the easiest meal in the entire animal kingdom. Slow, quiet, no claws, no speed, just meat that can't fight back. So why is it that they almost never do? The answer isn't one thing. It's a stack of invisible rules built up over hundreds of thousands of years. And the first one is the thing everyone forgets. Our ancestors were almost never alone. The lone caveman in a cave is a myth. Humans slept in groups. And a group of 30 sleeping humans is a completely different problem for a predator than one. 30 pairs of ears, 30 noses, 30 chances that a light sleeper sits up at the wrong moment and starts a chain reaction of noise, fire, and sharpened sticks. Predators do the math, not consciously, but evolution does it for them. And an injured predator is very often a dead predator, so the safest choice over and over was simply don't. But a group only works if someone's actually awake, and this is where it gets beautiful. In 2017, researchers led by anthropologist David Sampson studied the Hadza, hunter-gatherers in Tanzania, who still sleep much the way humans have for tens of thousands of years. They tracked 33 adults over 20 days, asking one question: how often is the whole camp asleep at the same time? The answer: out of more than 200 hours, there were only 18 minutes when every single person was asleep at once. For basically the entire night, every night, someone was awake. Nobody was assigned a shift. It just happened. Because the camp was made of different ages. Older people get tired early and wake early. Younger people stay up late and sleep in. So the old covered the late hours, the young covered the early ones, and the camp was guarded all night automatically. Scientists call it the Sentinel hypothesis, which means your grandfather waking up at 5 a.m. isn't old age. It might be a 30,000-year-old security system, still running. Then came the thing no other prey animal had: fire. Before fire, the dark belonged completely to predators, their eyes and ears tuned to hunt while we stumbled blind. Fire flipped it. Suddenly, there was a bubble of light in the darkness, and inside it, humans could see. The ambush, the whole advantage of a night predator, just evaporated. But fire did something deeper. It taught fear. Almost every animal has a hardwired terror of fire, because in nature, fire means catastrophe. So a predator creeping toward a campfire wasn't just approaching soft, sleeping meat. It was walking toward the one thing its instincts screamed at it to flee. And the lesson got passed down. The thing by the fire is not food, it is danger. And then humans became something the entire animal kingdom now fears from birth: the super predator. Most predators specialize. A lion hunts certain prey certain ways, with limits. Humans broke the rules. We hunt everything. Big, small, on land, in water, in the air. We use traps, so we didn't need to be there. We used distance weapons, so being far away didn't make you safe. We planned in groups with language. From the animal kingdom's view, we became a predator with no limits. In experiments, researchers played wild animals the sounds of their natural predators, and then the sound of calm human voices, just people talking. Over and over across species, the animals reacted more strongly to the human voices than to lions or bears. They abandoned food. They fled faster. To much of the wild, the most terrifying sound on Earth isn't a roar, it's a human quietly speaking. And the fear renews itself, because animals don't just inherit it, they learn it and they remember. Crows can recognize individual human faces and hold a grudge for years, and teach other crows to fear that same face. Birds that were never even there. Elephants can tell human groups apart by scent and sound, and fear the ones that historically hunted them. Underneath all of it is a cold piece of math. Fear is cheap. Attacking is expensive. Avoiding a human, it didn't need to avoid costs almost nothing. You find another meal, but attacking a human when you shouldn't have could cost everything. When one mistake means death, and one wasted retreat means a minor inconvenience, evolution picks retreat every single time. That's why even animals in national parks that have never been hunted stay wary of us. The fear isn't personal, it's inherited, it's structural. So stack it all together. You sleep in a group, safety in numbers. Your group never fully sleeps at once. The Sentinel System. Your ancestors slept ringed in fire, the one thing all predators fear. Your species became the super predator, the thing animals are born afraid of, and that fear renews itself, generation after generation, because the cost of being wrong about humans is death. None of these alone would be enough, but layered together, they form something almost like a treaty. We will not close the distance, and you will not close your eyes forever. And that treaty has held, night after night, for tens of thousands of years. And that treaty is still in effect. Tonight, lie in a tent in the middle of nowhere, in real darkness, and feel what happens to your body. Your heart speeds up. Your ears strain. Some ancient part of you refuses to fully switch off. You'll call it being on edge. It isn't. It's the sentinel. Scientists have measured it. The first night somewhere new, half your brain sleeps lighter than the other, standing guard. You have a night watchman, and it still clocks in. So, the next time you feel that pulse of fear in the dark, don't fight it. That feeling is a gift from every ancestor who survived a night in the open. Every person in your bloodline, going back hundreds of thousands of years, closed their eyes in a dangerous world and opened them again. Not one was taken before they passed life on to you. And the thing you're afraid of out there, it's more afraid of you, because somewhere in its instincts is the memory of what your species is. You're not the prey. You never were. You just forgot. Because you've been safe for so long. The animal in the dark hasn't forgotten. That's why it isn't coming in.